Got a quarter?
Due to the graphic nature of the following program, viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, Ms. Polk, what's going on with the license?
I got they suspended till next year, to January of 2020.
You don't need driving privileges or anything?
Yeah.
You have a job?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you work?
I work at Answer Care, and
At what?
Answer Care is an agency, and I'm PRN at a nursing home.
I can't hear you.
I'm PRN at a nursing home, and I do home health aid. I'm an STNA, but I'm PRN, so like when they call me, I go in.
So you need to drive?
Yeah.
So you just sneak?
No.
Yeah, you do.
I Uber and Lyft.
No, you don't. Not every time. You know how much that costs?
I know.
Why don't you just get a license? You can get privileges if you take the exam and get insurance.
I never. They said I got blocks and stuff. Like I tried. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you do, but I mean, handle it.
Well, okay. Okay.
Uber and Lyft adds up. All that money you paying them, you could be Ubering and Lyfting yourself, making money on the side.
So you got some blocks in like Shaker, Garfield. Got a couple things going on.
Yeah, I'm going to court for that next week.
528 at 10:30. Come on now.
I gotta be here at 5:28.
Pardon me?
Oh, you said 5:28?
May 28th.
May 28th.
Where? Here?
Yeah.
And what I gotta have?
Hopefully you will have gotten your taken your test.
Okay. Cause when I swipe, I tried to get my temps and I swiped it. They said I got a lot of blocks. So what I gotta do? Get that stuff lift and stuff.
Okay, we'll put it on here.
You need to go to Garfield and Shaker and take care of that stuff.
So she's gonna give you a order.
Yeah. Okay, I'm putting on here that you'd be allowed to take the test while you're under suspension. That should let you take the test, bring back proof that you took the test and passed the test, bring back your proof of insurance, and a payment plan for the B&V. You owe them some money.
Okay.
Okay?
She's gonna take some of this suffering first.
Outside.
She does? Why?
Arrest her with having warrants. Warrants and stuff, so I don't know if they just warrant blocks, but even if you give her permission in the order, the other you still have her arrested for those warrants, or warrant blocks for other jurisdictions. So she need to handle that and just take the order you gave her then to the DMV. She gotta get those warrants out.
These warrant blocks.
In other words, you need to handle your business. You're not handling it.
I am. I got pulled over. I paid $1,200 to get out. I got Westlake. Westlake said as long as I keep.
You got Westlake too? That's not even on there. Oh my God.
No, I paid it. They just said as long as I keep coming here, I'm cool. They put me in a little program stuff, but I don't know how to get my warrant blocks off. I don't know what to do.
So you gotta go to Shaker and do the same thing. And Garfield.
I went to Garfield. They threw my case out. I just went to them. They just threw my whole case out.
See what?
Like last week or something like that. Oh.
All right, it takes a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
Okay, our journalizer had a wonderful idea.
What's that?
In the neighborhood, we have this program, and if you have outstanding cases, they help you out with those suburban cases also.
Okay.
So you could at least get court dates and you can handle them.
Okay.
Okay, she might be, if she's not too busy, she can tell you when the next one is.
Okay,
Otherwise, you can find it yourself.
Okay, so when I come back here, what am I supposed to have? Because I'm scared of jail. I just want to know what I got to have. What am I supposed to
Okay,
do?
look, first of all, I'm not trying to put anybody in jail. What I'm trying to do is make people valid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make people responsible. So just listen. We're trying to help you.
Okay.
What you need to do is pass the driving test first.
And they gonna let me take it?
Yes, I just said let you take the test while under suspension.
Okay.
You need to do that. You need to have an SR-22. You need to get a payment plan because you don't owe a whole lot, but you owe like $600 to the BMV. So you need to show that you are not just blowing it off, that you're making a good faith effort to pay it by paying at least $50 towards that. Okay, and again, they made the point they're distinguishing a warrant block, and this is for the benefit of everybody who has in a similar position. This is the difference between a warrant block and a warrant. If you have a warrant, yes, they will arrest you. If you have a warrant block, that means that they are not going to lift whatever holes they have on your license until you pay them some money. The bottom line is they want money, okay? And those are all wealthy suburbs. We need money. Cleveland is broke. Pay us. Got it? Okay. Pay us our money, and I can try to give you some privileges. So where are you driving on? At 135.
135? I don't remember. Probably to work.
You
I
going
don't
to
know.
work?
I don't remember.
Okay, Mr. Taylor, you know you can't drive without until you get this straightened out.
Right.
So when's that going to be?
Nah, I had took the test already. And then I took the driver's test too.
Did you pass it?
Passed both of them.
You did? You have your documentation showing
Yeah.
that you did?
Let's see.
Tilt the mic, now he can decipher better than I can. Okay, good. All right, so you passed the test. You have an SR-22.
I do.
You have the SR-22 also? Oh, you're supposed to come up here and say, hey, I got everything. All right, so you got that, you passed the test, and what about the payment plan?
Come up with the BMV?
Yes.
I ain't asked about it.
Okay, because you owe $1,800, and you might be able to get some of that knocked off. But in the meantime, I can give you some interim privileges. Where do you say you work?
It's Zeppies.
Where?
Zeppies.
Oh, you're the Zippy guy. Okay, but you're not driving though. You make the pizza, right?
Nah, I ain't driving. Yeah, I had tried to take the test. I mean, I tried to get on the payment plan. They said they only took $50 off.
Okay. So when you go to make your first $50 payment, I'll give you the payment plan. When you go, but they have to know when you're going to make your first $50 payment.
I can make it today.
Today? Okay, so payment plan. And today, I'm going to put 4/17 if this is the case. Okay, now when do you work?
You said what?
What time do you work at Zeppi?
Oh, it's like 30 hours. I'm like, I know we open at like 9. The earliest I go in like 9, sometimes I leave like 12 at night.
Okay. And your SR-22, what are the dates on it?
Tell me what it's from.
Yeah, when did you
Well-
get it, and when does it expire?
Because that's why you keep going into suspension, because you let it lapse or you don't have it.
Right. Man, I need to say.
Let me see. So here, just FYI, you can keep insurance until 2022.
Yeah.
If you let it lapse, like if you let it expire, you go on another suspension. So the current policy, effective 4/10/19, and to 4/10/19, let's say. It's probably every month that we have to take.
Month to month?
Yeah, month to month.
Okay, so we'll do until 5/10. So you're gonna have to come, if you want privileges past that time, you're gonna have to show us that you paid the next premium, okay?
There's no way, it's still the October 10th. So 6
Oh,
months.
October,
Yeah,
oh, okay then, all right.
So October 10th, make sure you renew it, okay? Done.
Okay, now you know these privileges are predicated on you keeping that, SR-22, making those payments every month. You understand that? You understand that? Yes. Okay. Okay, you pleading guilty to this?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, it's 1,180 days, sentence is suspended, 1 year inactive. I think you still owe us money on this other case.
341.
You still owe us $341.
So probation continues to 10/18/19.
10/18/19. Okay, so do not get any more cases. You understand?
Yes.
Don't get any more cases. You're still on inactive probation. I did not even give you another fine because you hemorrhaging money right now. Pay it forward. Do something for somebody else. Okay. Restitution? What's the restitution?
Judge, we do have one of the parties whose vehicle was damaged present here today. She does have documentation that she has a $1,000 deductible through her insurance that she paid. It's on her phone. It's not a piece of paper, so I told her she'd probably have to provide it to probation.
Okay.
Judge, I did subpoena a Charles Cowlin. I actually spoke with him on the phone. He was supposed to fax me proof that he paid a $500 deductible by the 15th. To my knowledge, as far as I know, I have not received that. I'd ask for it for the record, but I don't have it with me today. And Judge, the other party whose vehicle was damaged was Enterprise. I have no information on that.
Okay, so what was this? This was a car accident?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and you hit another car?
Well, they say I hit the car because when I got the ticket, it said I was turning left, but I was going straight down 124th. So me and the lady over there, cars collided, but I got charged with the accident because my license was under suspension.
You said the lady colluded with who?
I mean, like I was going straight down 124th and she was coming this way from St. Clair. So like I didn't see her and I guess she didn't see me and we had an accident.
Okay. So which one did she plead to? Did she plead to the DUI? Oh, she pled to both.
She pled to both, Judge.
Okay, so you pled to the right of way when turning. Okay, usually the person turning usually does have to yield to the person going straight. Okay, in 99% of the cases. Okay, so without knowing more, it does look like you are at fault.
Okay.
And so you didn't have insurance on that day?
No.
What kind of damages did you sustain?
She totaled my car.
The car was totaled?
Yes.
What state your name for the record?
Brianna White.
And what kind of car did you have?
A 2010 Ford Fusion. That I just bought a month ago before she did that. So now I had to get another car, pay a car note, which I was not trying to do.
So what are you gonna do about that? You totaled somebody's car.
I mean, my car got totaled in an accident too.
Yeah, but it's your fault.
But that's the thing. I was going straight and she was coming from the right. So I didn't see her just like she didn't see me. I was never turning. That's what I was trying to explain when I was at court last time.
Well,
Judge, I have the OH1 accident report. And from my understanding, and I remember we did go over this at the plea, the defendant had an obligation to stop and yield as a two-way stop, whereas the other vehicle did not have that obligation.
so it looks like, which unit is Miss Samuel's car?
Judge, I believe it's Unit 1.
And this young lady's car is which one? Number 2?
Judge, out of the 4 units, you'd have to give me a second to determine that.
Sure.
I think that's accurate, Judge, but I want to...
Okay, because it does look like if Miss Samuel is Unit 1,
Your Honor, according to the police report, Brianna White is Unit 1.
Right, and defendant's Unit 2, Judge. Sorry about that.
oh, Unit 2.
Sorry. So, but what I said was still accurate. So Unit 2, and I have there's an illustration if the court's interested.
Okay, I don't know if it's the same one that I have here, because
Oh, you
looking
have it
at
as well.
this,
Okay.
it's kind of difficult to say who's at fault.
So Unit 2, as I see it, Judge, has a stop sign.
Oh,
So
okay, I
obligation
see
to
it.
stop, and then, of course,
Okay.
to yield to traffic. And then Unit 1 did not have that same
Oh,
obligation.
I see. Okay.
And in Unit 1, to clarify, is Ms. White.
Okay. So I guess the confusing thing is that she pled guilty or no contest to right-of-way when turning left. So that does not really comport with this diagram. You understand what I'm saying?
I do, Judge. And I can't speak to what was charged. What I do recall, though, is putting on the record that there was a restitution issue, which is why we passed it for sentencing.
Okay, so you were here when they talked about restitution, right?
They said that they was gonna look into it. When I came back to court, they would tell me about restitution. But at that time, it wasn't no cost of restitution.
Right, at that time, the first appearance in court, we did not have all that information.
Okay. This sounds like something that needs to be hashed out in civil court. Because I can't tell by looking at this who was at fault. I mean, she did have a stop sign, but she wasn't charged with no stop sign. She was charged with something completely different. And so I'm not going to order restitution.
Okay, I would ask for it for the record, Judge.
Okay. I think the civil court should hash it out. All right? Not saying that you weren't at fault. I can't tell. And she pled no contest or guilty? Which one did she plead?
Judge, my file says guilty. I mean, typically, if they're pleading to both charges, generally is a no contest, but I have guilty written on my file.
Were you represented by anyone, or were you representing yourself?
When I came
Oh, she
back-
pled no contest?
Yeah.
Oh, she pled no contest. Okay, so the no contest plea cannot be used against you in a subsequent civil proceeding. Okay, so that means you start from scratch.
Okay.
As it relates to liability. And you really shouldn't have been driving anyway. You have a judgment suspension, you have a 12-point suspension. So where were you going on that day?
I was going to my friend's house.
So it wasn't even important?
Not really.
So you can't be on the road?
I understand that.
What time of day was it?
It was 3:30 p.m. on March 6th. Good afternoon.
If you drive again, you're doing 3 days.
Okay.
You cannot just drive. And you already got a judgment suspension. You get ready to get another judgment suspension once this is hashed out in court. So you can't just tear up everybody's car and then say, oh, well, I don't have any money. What you gonna do? Where do you work?
At Tapestry.
At where?
Tapestry.
Tapestry?
Yes.
What's that?
It's a senior living.
Is it a full-time job?
Yes.
It's 1,180 days, 800 of the fine, and the days are suspended. It's 1 year inactive, no insurance, no restitution, civil matter. Oh. Right of way, I don't know why you would plead to that if you weren't turning.
That's what I was saying. I wasn't turning.
But you pled. 50? That's 50. So you owe us $250.
Your Honor, more or less, there hasn't been any contact. However, the victim reports that on the road that she zipped by him one time.
The what?
That she zipped by him
Oh.
while he was in the road.
What road?
Clark Avenue.
I'm sorry?
Clark.
Clark? Okay, so that's kind of like a main artery.
Yeah, it's like Main Street.
Okay, so she wasn't like, it just happened.
He was like, she didn't realize I was there probably.
Okay. All right, so Mrs. Ngali, you understand there's no contact, right?
Ma'am, I don't even drive. My case manager's sitting downstairs waiting for me now. They drive. I was in a fire. I got 30% of my body burned. The car that it took him to have fixed wasn't even my car. It was my daughter's. But my son and I took it because she works all day and goes to college at night and she didn't have time.
You haven't had any
Okay,
contact.
Ms.
But I have
Ngali,
not seen that,
you're not
ma'am.
charged with doing anything in the car. You're charged with making threats
Yeah.
to this young man. And that has absolutely nothing to do with you being burned or your daughter going to college,
I don't,
okay?
it's completely done. I went to small claims court and won the judgment against him. And
Let's not get into that right now. Your Honor, my client has had no contact with
Correct.
the alleged victim, and she is not going to have any contact with him
All
for
right.
the pendency of this matter.
All right, I'm sure that you will not have any contact, Ms. Singali.
no, I don't.
And if you all happen to go to days at the same time, you gotta go. You understand that? You have to leave. You have an obligation to go.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear where he said we just.
It doesn't matter. He's dismissing it as something that
Yeah.
was not
Okay,
intentional.
yeah. I'm sorry,
If
that's why I was
if it occurred.
Sorry I was so outspoken, but this has been a long journey for me. It's been hectic.
Okay, I know you got an outside voice though. Okay, April 30th, how's that? April the 30th, no contact,
9 o'clock, Judge?
at 9, yes. Okay, this actually should be with Judge Groves. Have you been participating in the mental health docket?
I go to Harbor now. It's like
It's too noisy in here.
instead of them putting me on meds, they let me go to therapy, anger therapy, and that's what I signed up for.
Okay, so you actually were supposed to. Did you do an anger management class?
I still had like 3 classes left to go, but due to me and my significant other kept arguing back and forth, and instead of me throwing more flame to the fire, I took and left and went back down to Toledo and tried to get well, I didn't try, I got myself together and called down here so they can give me a court date to come and get this taken care of.
You mean get this case taken care of?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because you don't get to just like abscond to Toledo when you have unfinished court business here.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, you need to come back and show me that you've completed that anger management on, when's your next classes?
I'm not here in Cleveland no longer. This is anger management therapy. Can I show you this?
Hand it to the officer.
It's like a lifetime thing that I do since I
When do you
instead
go?
of them putting me on my meds to control my anger, they letting me do this. That's in Toledo though. And
So
the
when do
anger
you go?
management in Toledo, they really don't have anger management like that in Toledo.
So where do you live now?
I live in Toledo, Ohio. That's where I'm originally from, but me and my significant other had got married and I moved to Cleveland.
So you live here?
No. I was at the time of me catching that case.
Okay. So looks like you have an appointment. You had an appointment yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
So you
To
weren't
start
there?
my therapy. Yeah, I was. I resigned. I live in Toledo, Ohio now. I'm not
I get
here.
it, but you
I
said
haven't
that
been
this-
here for some years.
I understand.
Okay.
What I'm trying to get at is that you had obligations with this court. You showed me this to show that you are getting anger management. This is dated this says that you had an appointment yesterday.
And my first therapy appointment was yesterday.
So did you go?
Yes, ma'am.
So yesterday you were in Toledo?
Yes.
And you came here to go to court?
I paid a family member to bring me here to come to court so I can start trying to get this resolved with this court.
So what made you go and get an appointment for yesterday? And you've been on probation for 2 years.
I mean, I been had an appointment. Well, I been going, but it.
You know where I'm going with this, right?
Right.
So you get this probation violation, all of a sudden you make this appointment, and then talk about how you live in Toledo and all that. You have to get the anger management. I'm not just letting this case go just because you moved and changed your address. You have obligations to this court, and again, this is not a jaywalking case. This was an assault case.
I understand.
So I need to see that you did something to remedy the situation so that you won't have this assaultive nature in future encounters with other people. So if you came here because y'all was just gonna say, Okay, go to Toledo. I'm not doing that. You have to show me that you are getting some anger management because that was what I ordered.
So I gotta pay somebody to just keep bringing me back here to Cleveland?
I don't know. Your case was in Cleveland. Your case was in Cleveland. And so what you do is you show me that you completed an anger management class and then come back this summer to show me that you did it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
What am I expecting you to do?
Finish anger management classes and come back and show you.
That's
what I
right.
did.
So that sounds like one more trip.
Yes.
Okay, come back on July 9th and show me that you have completed a reputable anger management class. Don't show me something that says you have these future dates or something that just says in general what the class is. I need receipts.
Yes.
I need something to show that you were in a seat getting some therapy, anger management, whatever that looks like. I need confirmation, documentation that you actually did it.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so Mr. Barnes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's going on with the license?
I gotta pay this $800 fine. I was gonna start.
To who?
Downstairs. For, it was bringing to my attention, I got a warrant block, what you was speaking about earlier.
Okay, so you giving Cleveland $800, right? Not Madison or Ottawa.
Okay, that's dead. At Madison and Ottawa thing.
Okay, good. Because we
took
taking
care
the
of
money
that.
first.
I took care of that.
Okay, it's still on here.
Okay, so I got this rescheduled court date for now, and when I went down.
Oh,
to
Mr.
court-
Slow your roll. This is a 2015 case. This was a minor misdemeanor now. Okay, so let me see what this is. This was a minor misdemeanor because there was a snafu in the law that made all DUSs, even if they were M1s, they made them minor misdemeanors. You all won't have a strenuous objection to me dismissing them, do you? Okay, it's a minor misdemeanor, so the cases are dismissed.
Thank you.
Okay, leave us some more money. Dismiss, warrant block release, pay us our money.
For a videotape copy of this episode, call 664-3571 with the following information on your TV screen.